Hello, Scorpio. I am here today to give you your message of March 2025. So, starting off, before we start, very important to tell you, we have the splitting of the deck. We have the Three of Swords with the Devil card. One of the biggest things that I would like you guys to really keep an eye on for March is the fact that you don't let sadness from the past, victim mentality, or anything that makes you feel less than creep into your ear and slow you down in the progress that can potentially come in March 2025. So, starting off, I want to tell you about some planetary portal that will be affecting the collective. Okay. Starting off, there's in March 14th, there is a full moon in the sign of Virgo. That full moon is a lunar eclipse using the energy of Libra. It's kind of a blood moon. What that moon is going to be doing is revealing the blocks, the limitations, and the restrictions that have been hindering the growth of your career, the growth of your money, and the growth of your good well-being, like your health and your vitality. Okay. And so the energy is kind of asking you, are you going to allow this to continue happening, or can we take actions and take authority and responsibility to balance out this energy so that we can bring forth what it is that we truly want for our future? Okay. Besides that, on the 29th of March, we will have a new moon in the sign of Aries. That new moon will be paired up with a solar eclipse in the sign of Libra. So this moon is actually calling into attention all the areas in our lives where we have rendered our autonomy, we rendered our authority, we rendered our sovereignty to something outside ourselves. Okay, so that would be like, and there is an overlord leader of something, and you have no power of authority. You just have to give them whatever they want. This can be government. This can be your partner. This can be work. This can be even memories of the past. And this is interesting because we did split the deck with the Devil and the Three of Swords. So this is something like if you had a trauma or experience in the past, and it tells you that you're not smart, that you're not able to, that things are not good. And because of that energy, you give up your power to that energy and you allow yourself to be the victim. So this is what's coming up for this eclipse time. Now, the thing about this eclipse, there's also the Mercury retrograde that will start on the 15th, 14th, 15th of March. And the Mercury retrograde will be in the sign of Aries only during the time of this portal. So from the 14th through the 29th, and the Mercury retrograde shall be on the sign of Aries, and then it switches to the sign of Pisces all the way till the 6th of April. Again, a portal. It's all about Aries, and Aries is the first house, and Aries is the energy of the emperor, is the energy of authority, and it's the energy of you being a sovereign within yourself, like you having the right to say no, you saying that this is not the life I signed up for, and I will absolutely not allow it to be my life. I'm not going to be another number. I'm not going to be another statistic. I am going to be able to move forward and change and expand and create the change that I want for my greatest good and my divine purpose. So keep that in mind, because your sign is not the only one being affected by that energy. It's very Aries oriented. So there's a lot of fire. The fire is not being limited like before, where the Mars was on retrograde. Mars is direct now. So Mars, the fire sign and the fire emperor, is fighting and working with Aries, the fire emperor. So there's a lot of fire here. There's a lot of emotions, and there's a lot of people standing up and saying no. So keep that in mind in the energy. It might negatively affect you if you're the kind of person that has been oppressing somebody or trying to keep something the way it always has been because it's comfortable. But at the same time, it also means that it is a calling within you saying, no, I will not go quietly in the night. So it depends on where you are in that collective. I'm going to pull cards like 3 for every single week, and also a oracle card to link it together. Okay. So the first week. The first week, right off the jump, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is smart. Wise is sees the things clearly, is has to listen to her mind because it's really sharp at this time. So the first week, what you literally will be giving clarity of mind to see things for what they truly are. The second thing that comes out is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups here is the collaborations that you have around you that are either good or bad. And the third thing is the Three of Swords. First of all, 33 might be very important for you guys for this first week, but literally it can be the Queen of Swords is seen where she is being juggled in a third party situation and it's causing her some pain in her heart. I saw that Three of Swords all the time. Like when I shuffled the cards, when I divided the cards, you saw it. I showed it to you. When I grabbed the deck, it was in the bottom of the deck. I swished around the cards and I got it right on the first and the jump. So that tells me that there is a strong, I want to say heart hurt that you will be experiencing. Because look, the Three Cups create a heart and then the card is being stabbed. Now this can be like a relationship where you're stuck in the middle with two other people, but this doesn't actually have to be that. It can be something where you want a position at work and they pick somebody else and there's heartbreak. It's between you and another person. And the one person has to decide between you and the other person, and you have some heartbreak. It can be a decision and in your home where one family member is not, I want to say, going along with the crowd, and the other, and they're choosing somebody else outside of the family group instead of staying with the community that you're used to, and that's causing heartbreak. It can be something inside yourself where your mind is saying one thing, your body is doing something completely different, and your heart hurts because of it. So you have to take it as it resonates based on your life, but there is this like division in different aspects. And then this can be even more expansive, like politically speaking, or morally speaking, or environmentally speaking. Each one of us, we are in different paths in our lives. But right here, I'm feeling very strongly like you're getting very clear minded about something that's going to be leaving your life, and it's going to be causing heartache. Okay, I only wanted one, but this one wanted to fall on the floor. This one held on to my finger. Yeah. And the biggest thing in play right here is an environment of pride. So, pride, I've explained this to other groups. Like, pride isn't necessarily a bad thing, only when it demonstrates itself in the negative emperor energy, which is what's going to be addressed during this Mercury retrograde and like eclipse time and all that kind of stuff. It's this energy where um, if somebody else outside of yourself, right, if somebody would tell you the story that you were expressing and living at the moment, you would tell that person, people have to stop being so prideful and listen to the other and come to a compromise between that, because it's not working. But because you're involved in the situation, you're not seeing it as pride. You're just seeing it as that's the way things should be. You're being unreasonable to the other person. So you guys have to take it as it resonates. But it's an energy of pride in the environment where things have to be my way because I know better, because this is the way it's always been, because this is appropriate. Okay. And that is the underlying issue in this whole situation, which tells me that for you, Scorpio, this energy of the eclipse are going to be very, very, very strong, strongly demonstrated. Okay, second week. I'm going to take this one because it wants to come out of my hands. First thing that comes out is the Seven of Wands. Second thing that comes out is the Ace of Pentacles. The third thing coming out is the Strength card, and this is the card that's stuck in my hand, and we have the King of Pentacles. Okay. And this is telling me the resistance, right? Resisting the things being fed to you, the information being fed to you, the resources being fed to you, I want to say the light, the lie, the deceit, the things that are being spoon fed to you, and being strong, because you see that this is all about business. Like, this is the King of Pentacles is a person always thinking about what benefits them. Okay, so this is creating a resistance to what benefits them. Okay. I feel like that King of Pentacles energy, it's an individual that presents in their masculine energy that is very materialistic, and their number one, I want to say, authority, or their number one concern is what will profit them. This can be monetarily, this can be in their career, this can be in situations of power. Okay. And then we have love partnership. So what I'm seeing is that you're resisting the first week a connection with this person. You're resisting the power that this person wants to exert. You're resisting the fact that they're trying to feed you a lie that you can tell it's a lie. And you're coming to the point where you're like, no, I will absolutely not bow down to this tyrannical energy. And that's what this week number 2 feels like. Okay. Third week. So I do feel like you're fighting like an opposing energy that's trying to limit you. Princess of Cups. The Hanged Woman. And the Nine of Wands. Third week feels like you're coming up with ideas. You're coming up with insights, like surprising revelations that you give yourself, that you're going to take a little bit of time to figure out how to maneuver or create, but it's all in the intention to block this energy. Okay. I feel like it's the resistance. And then we have financial discipline. So yeah, it feels like it's the resistance where you're not allowing this energy, this tyrannical masculine, somebody working in their masculine energy that's very money oriented, from taking the things that are yours, taking your resources, taking your elements, taking everything that is yours. So remember that the energy of this eclipse time is focused on the things that have been limiting your finances, your career, and the things that are limiting your physical well-being. So healthcare, your health systems, your health in general, your money, and your resources. And right here is like, let's make a plan to create a resistance. And it feels like that in week number 3. Week number 4. And it's princess energy, mind you. So that tells me it's like in the idea phase, but it's an idea. Oh my gosh, I got so many cards. Anyway, the first thing that comes out is, oh wait, no, this one came out first. We have the Princess of Pentacles. Princess of Pentacles looks like week number 4, that idea is starting to take form. Like, it's starting to, the pieces are starting to come together, and the material wealth needed to create this resistance is starting to come together. We have the Knight of Swords, and then it starts moving in a very ridiculously fast fashion, because of the fact that there's anger, there's a lot of emotion behind it that makes it go faster. This is going to create confusion. 7 of Swords. 7 of Cups, sorry. But everything has a reason for I say it. So 6 of Swords is moving into calmer waters. 7 of Swords is from lying, deceit, blah, blah, blah. 7 of Cups is from confusion. So the thing is that the deceit energy, the lying energy, as you start moving into calmer waters, as you start moving into the direction that you know is correct for you, it's going to be confused, because you're supposed to be lambs that just go with the punches. I tell you the bullshit, you eat the bullshit, and we move on. And you're like, hail to the no. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. I'm keeping what is mine. I will absolutely not let you have it. And 10 of Cups, because I am focused on receiving my happiness, my joy. We are a collective of the righteous. It's what it feels like here. Okay. So I feel like you're having support in this movement forward. It does tell you, number 2, you should have some patience. because it's going to be a process of growth. This is actually hurting my solar plexus. This is making me a little nauseous. So I can tell you that there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of things that are moving in your solar plexus. So there's a lot of movement in the masculine energy, but there's also a lot of movement in the anger energy. All right. So let's talk about the full moon and what's going to bring you. We have prosperity. So what I'm seeing is the energy of the moon, the new moon, the full moon is the energy of bringing you the tools required, the energy required, the push required for you to have the prosperity that you're looking for. The new moon, spirit guides. So the new moon, it feels like everybody's spirits, everybody's like I ams are going to be aligning with the same objective to take down the tyrannical energy. And the what is that? Mercury retrograde is made to heal you. See, this is the thing about this Mercury retrograde. I wrote it. I'm actually wrote it in the email that goes out to the collective that signed up to my website. I explained that this Mercury retrograde does not feel scary. It feels, Mercury retrograde is always scary because it's confronting your inner wounds and your demons, but like it is, this one feels like confronting that demon and telling it, I will not go quietly in the night. I feel like everybody's fears are being confronted at this time, like the movie It and Pennywise. All these kids are confronted with their biggest fears. Those ones that did not confront their fears got eaten up by the monster, the Pennywise. But those that confronted their fears were the ones that were able to destroy it. And this monster is only as big as you give it power to be. And you're going to start realizing with this energy of this portal and that I'm stronger than you and you have no power over me. So it's going to be scary. They're going to trigger all your wounds and they're going to trigger all your fears. But if you're willing to stand up and say, you have no power over me, you're going to be able to overcome that tyrannical energy that has been oppressing you. I hope this helps you, and we'll see you the next time.